This video and its content are operated underneath the guise of the Fair Use Act.
Boy don't play. 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 Boy don't play.
We Blueface. Thank y'all for coming to support.
Child, now yesterday was a continuation of Blue Takes on Court, and he had a court date scheduled for 8:30 in the morning, but that didn't happen till the afternoon. And when they came back, Blue had a new court date for Friday at 8:30 a.m. But this court date wasn't without drama, because Karlissa and her daddy was there, and this time it was her daddy that was outspoken, and he had some things to say too, and about Bowden. And when I tell you that he didn't spare his tongue, he ain't hold back not one bit.
You gonna come in, we gonna discuss it. You know, we gonna discuss it. What kind of grandfather am I here around my children here when his father's coming out in the street jumpsuit? I mean, you see this stuff. I'm not the one to talk to. What's that? These don't belong to you. These belong to me. This belongs to me, and this belongs to me. What do they belong to you? So you have no say-so. Where do you get it from? No, you don't make sure you're not holding that. There's no legal failure here. I don't have to know it. As long as I know the blood goes through me.
In case you couldn't understand what Grandpa Blue was over there arguing with Bowden about, it was because he felt that the children should not be at the courthouse to see their father in handcuffs, shackles, and an orange jumpsuit. He was concerned about the lasting impression that it would leave on very impressionable 7-year-old Javon. And so he decided he was going to do a Q&A. And while you may have seen it, baby, I got to play it because it goes into the context of the content. So let's check it out.
My name is Chiii. I'm from Georgia.
Bowden has been very supportive of your grandkids, and you and him got into a little spat about that. Can you give me more information as to why there's a conflict?
Sure. First of all, this is not the place for children. Second of all, a 7-year-old boy should not see his father come out in a jumpsuit. I mean, that's going to stick with him for the rest of his life. And as far as the gentleman Bowden, to speak to a grandfather about his blood child and being a total stranger and to offer an opinion is totally disrespectful. And what's a better word? It's just, I'm going to just use disrespectful since I'm here using that. And to not know anything about me, to suggest something as stupid as to say she couldn't afford a babysitter to bring the kids here to court, to me is just unrealistic. And the overall approach to this situation concerning my grandchildren and behavior of Blueface, Jonathan, of his mother, of his grandmother, and everybody that's surrounding him seems to be neglecting the children. And so I'm going to say this so everybody can hear me. About mines, I'm down all the way, whether it's children's services or Supermax prison. I'm here today to see what's going on with Jonathan, but also to see what's going on with my children, because this is going too far. For her to even bring these children here is a total insult to the system. It's an insult to the judge, and it weighs negatively in Jonathan's favor, because no judge is going to look good on a black man standing here with his son in the audience, looking at him at a jumpsuit. So, far as I'm concerned, and I don't care how Jonathan feels, his mother feels, his baby mama feels, or anything else. This is a case for children's services. The whole situation is a case for children's services.
Let me ask you a question about that. Like, you know, all family and good family, blood thicker than water, we all hear that. So, Bowden has been in your grandkids' life.
You're talking to me about someone who I never met before in my life. So you're asking me to trust someone with my grandchildren and my grandson with an individual who I know nothing about. For him to approach me and have a conversation about my seed. This is my seed, who I fed and gave my life to take care of. For someone to even address me and have a conversation concerning him is disrespectful.
Now, Grandpa Blue let it be known that I have the same DNA as the grandchildren do. Basically telling Bowden the same statement he be telling everybody else, that basically you an outsider to this insider affair. And he didn't want him telling him nothing about his grandkids, and he stood on his business. But that wasn't the thing that put people into an uproar. It was the fact that he said that it was CPS worthy. Child, people wasn't here for that comment. But he was not done, because he sat with the 6 Sox cameras, and he had this to say.
There's a gentleman that approached me about my grandchildren who's a total stranger to me, and he attempted to give me some type of advice about my children. And one thing I don't take is advice about my children. I've worked hard all my life and raised my children and took care of them as a father. And for someone to come and try to give me information about my children who I don't even know is totally inappropriate. So when I asked the gentleman to let's stop the conversation, he insisted to try to present more of the conversation, disrespecting who I am. And so once you disrespect who I am, then you get what you get. And he got what he got. You know, his interpretation to me was meaningless and it had no heart in it whatsoever. I don't know what his concern is, but anybody who wants to bring children to a courthouse needs some type of psychological.
Now, some of y'all may get upset when I say this, but I am on Grandpa Blue's side. And I'm on his side when it comes down to staying in your lane and not crossing over boundaries. But I'm not on his side with the CPS thing. And some of y'all may not agree with me on that, but I don't feel that CPS should be called on Javon, Journey, or Junior. I think that was a bit extreme. And you don't have to agree with me, but that's my 2 cents on the situation. Now, moving right along, it looks like Karlissa finally got to spend some time with her grandchildren. And we all know that that's what she's been beefing about online. But later on, she took to her IG story post and made this, which y'all could pause to read, but basically not standing with her daddy and seeming to turn on him. Because she did follow this post up with an Instagram live, but I think Dickie scared her off.
Yes, y'all, please tell Jaden that I apologize. I had no idea. I did not get to watch that video until just now. And tell her to kiss Javon and tell him that I am super sorry. I had no idea that my father would ever say anything like that on no video camera for no clout. That was it for me. I don't have nothing else to say and nothing else to give. I didn't know he was taking interviews talking about no kids or none of that. Absolutely not. She is doing the best she can as a single mom by herself with her kids right now. And if she wanted to show up to support and show that judge.
Child, now to all my parents out there, you notice the face of a child that done got caught. And needless to say, she abruptly ended that live. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. And be sure to follow me on IG at Henny Reviews. And follow my other channel at Henny Reviews for court doc reads, content review, and much, much more. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.